Yeah, Shalom Israel. Shalom. All right, he's going to say, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Brakatah to all the brothers, and Yahweh Shema Elatan Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. All right. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. All right. And today, we're going to bring out the truth according to the Bible, and we're going to prove today who are the blacks and Hispanics according to the Bible. All right. And to do that, we're going to go into Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right. What we're going to do today, we're going to be picking up from the last teacher, Officer Matt Kwayak. All right. He was bringing out slavery, right? And certain elements in Deuteronomy 28. All right. So we are basically establishing that we must keep the laws of the Most High. All right. But today we're going to start off in the scriptures at Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 1. All right. All bring up all the chairs. I'll do that. This man will be the man who will be in Shamadi. Come straight up. Gotta bring up all. Let's bring up all. And somebody will give me Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all which I say.
All right. What Moses said to do?
Keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Keep all the commandments I command you this day. All right. Before we go any further, all right, Officer Yakad, right? Come across here a little closer. All right, so here we give a backdrop basically on what take place here before Deuteronomy 27 and 1. All right. I will let Officer Maikwa read it again. You read from the top again, Officer Maikwa.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27 and verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
All right, go ahead, Officer Yakad.
It's like this Moses speaking to the children of Israel.
All right, talk Alahara so we can get you on
yes, sir.
record it.
This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel.
All right.
And letting them know that the word of law that the Most High gave to him,
right,
that he repeated to them, right, that they should keep all that what he said.
Right.
It was the Most High.
Right. And what was the major event that took place before Moses and the elders started giving the people these instructions?
So like I said, they just came out of Egypt.
Right.
And also Moses also went onto the mount and received the law.
Right, right.
From the Most High.
Right. So we coming out from Egypt, right? The Israelites coming out from Egypt before we receive the commandments of the Most High, right? From Moses and the elders. What it is we call that today? What we celebrate that as today? Go ahead, Officer Maikwa.
The Passover.
Right, Khan. That is the Passover, all right? So since the time of Moses, right, till now, this is part of our responsibility to keep the commandments of the Most High, right? Even to this day, right? As Moses commanded, right? This was not option. This is not something we had the ability to decide if we're going to do it or if we're not going to do it. This was a command given by Moses and the elders that we keep all the commandments, right? That Moses commanded us this day, all right? So before we go into the curses to prove who Israel is today, what was some of the commandments or the category of commandments that Moses gave to us that we ought to follow? Right, go ahead, Officer Yakad.
Moses, he was what we call the dietary law.
Right.
You have also the civil law, the ceremonial law, and the sacrificial law.
Right. I think it's only one in here.
I think that was the last one. It's not here. That one's
Anybody else can remember what the other law is besides the other four that officer I can't call out? Nah, I think he just mentioned that. Chupa Barriat. You can recall any? From the group. All right, well, that last one will be, right, if I'm saying it correct here, if I didn't call it before, it's the moral law. All right? Right, so that's supposed to be the last one, right? So the Most High given us all these laws, right, is the Most High actually giving us his ways, or teaching us his spirit, or teaching us the way that he does things. All right? So we're supposed to receive these laws and apply these laws here on the earth. All right, these laws were established even before Moses. All right, we could trace this straight back to Adam. All right, Adam was given the first set of laws. All right, with the Most High breathed the breath of life into Adam. Also, you can make a backdrop to Noah. Right, I believe that Genesis, about Genesis 11 should get a fair idea with that when Moses, sorry, Salakia, we Noah also kept the law. All right. Right. So even Christ himself mentioned that we ought to keep the laws of the Most High.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
All right. So Yahushua was establishing that he is not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, so when you read from Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1, even till Christ walked the earth, these laws were given to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? One.
Chapter 4 of God.
The book of what?
Of the commandments of God.
The book of the commandments. They're going to come to life. And those that leave it, go ahead, Chupa Barriat, those that leave it, choose whether I want to keep the law or don't keep the law. But really and truly, all right, if you're not under the spell of Christianity, all right, or the seduction of Christianity, you're going to understand that breaking the law or disobedience to the law, the by choice. You understand? So the church keep pushing, you know, everybody have a choice. You can choose what you want to do. You know, that kind of position. But we don't have a choice. This was commands given to us by the Most High through elders, the same way we are given instructions today through the I.S.U.P.K under Commandant General YAHANNA to return to the Most High to follow the laws, commandments, and statutes. And these things is what we must do, not might do. Moses commanded, right, that we follow all the laws, commandments, and statutes. All right. This is something that we have to pay attention to. All right. This is something we have to pay attention. You see these curses that they're bringing out, may fit in these curses because I have a house, I have a car, you know what I mean, and everything going pretty okay with me, right? But why a wicked Christian going to bring a point like that to say that they not fit in the curses? It have one reason why they will do that. I don't know if somebody can touch it. Go ahead, I'm Chupa Barriat. Right. Right. All right, you mentioned something really important. Now, the reason why, and Chupa Barriat touch on the point direct, that a wicked Christian is going to say these curses didn't fit me because a Christian only cares about themselves. All right? They only care about themselves. All right? If you look at something, right? When this conversation is a nation conversation. This is not an individual conversation. All right? This conversation here was being kept between Moses, the elders, and the nation of Israel. All right? But once you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, that mind are having the spirit to serve your people, to serve your nation, to want to see a nation become better. As long as you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you're not going to have that spirit. So your interpretation of this entire Bible is going to be about yourself. You get a raise, you get a car, you get a house, but at the same time, your neighbor, your brother, getting wet. The homeless, the hungry, the destitute. T.D. Jakes, he bless. Archbishop Gordon, he bless. But none of them never talk about the nation. Never talk about the people in the ghetto. Never talk about the people in silos. They never talk about the people in library. They never talk about the people in John. They always talk about the self and how much God bless them. You understand? But the scriptures rightfully say some men come gain godliness. You understand? With a wicked self. Right? Because this is not what these holy scriptures, these scriptures here, that is not what these scriptures is about. All right? Go ahead, Officer Yakad. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Well said. Well said, Officer Yakad. Right? Because the only how they acquire the wealth, the so-called prosperity, is by preying on the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right? That is the only how they're making progress or they're making so-called gain. All right? Now somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. All right, let me start again to the curses here.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Right.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
right,
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
All right, read it again. Read from the top and read it louder.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
right,
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
to observe, right, and to do. Go ahead.
All his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right. So we have to observe, right, and do, not some. Like some people say, I don't eat pork. Some people say, I do eat shrimp. But we have to observe and do all the commandments, right? And it's only the I.S.U.P.K. you're going to learn to observe and do all the commandments according to the scriptures, all right? All right? And the Most High said he will set thee on high above all nations on the earth. And this word nation here, right, refers to races. He's going to set you above all races on the earth. Now, if it's something simple to do, a basic elimination process, right? The Most High saying here, if you observe all these commandments, he's going to set you on high, all right, above all the nation of the earth. Right? Then now you want to figure out now, well, who is these children of Israel today? Because the Most High said he's going to set you on high if you observe all these commandments. Now, who is the nation set on high today? Because we want to prove who are the children of Israel today. Which nation is the nation set on high today? Go ahead, Officer Shah. That's right, right? The so-called white man is the nation that is set on high above all nations of the earth today. All right, but if you have a look at something here, the scripture is saying, if you observe and do the commandments, then you're going to be set on high. But if you look at the so-called white man, right, who is above all nations of the earth today, this race of people go against, go opposite, go contrary to the laws, commandments, and statutes of the Most High Power. Right? So just from Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1, all right, you're going to know that the so-called white man, or the fake Jews, the Jewish man, is not the children of Israel, right? Is not the children of the Most High Power, because they do not follow the commandments of the Most High, and they right now is holding that seat of power. All right. So now, what is some of the things that the white man, the so-called white man, promote that is contrary to the laws of the Most High Power? What is some of the things that he promote? Because the Most High say he will set you on high if you observe to do. But now we're going to show that this race of people do not observe and do this command. What is some of the things that the Most High, sorry, Salakia, that the so-called white man promotes through TV, through media and so forth, that is contrary to the scriptures? Go ahead, Officer Barry. Right, homosexuality, all right, a big thing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Officer Shah. Abortion, all right, another big point, right? I believe I had it recorded that in 2018 that the highest cause of death, all right, was abortion. Imagine that, right? And all these abortion clinics, right, are strategically placed, right, near Black communities, all right, Native Indian and Hispanic communities. You understand? And why is that so? Is because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. Go ahead, Officer Yakar. Right.
You know, when they push the agenda, it's the safest place. You know, safest place for a Black child out of the Black woman's womb.
Right. Right.
That, you know, they push this agenda of murder and calling torturous.
Right. Can understand what you're saying there, 100, and make a lot of sense. Right. This white man, this white race is so corrupt and so deceptive in nature. I watching something on YouTube not too long ago, right? And this is why it's necessary that we know who he is, so that we can separate, right, from the white man. We can separate from the heathen, right, and become that special people and that holy people, right? And that will position us to be above all other races on the earth. I'm watching something on YouTube there just recently, right? And it have this Edomite, this so-called white woman. She going up on Instagram, right, and posing like topless, and show you how corrupt and wicked the so-called white man is, right? And Instagram now start taking down the videos that she putting up topless. So what she decided to do is to go and remove she breast nipples, so that now she could go on Instagram and show she breasts. But now Instagram can't take it off because she have no breast nipples. These things is madness. You understand? That is why we must separate from this evil kingdom and come back to the I.S.U.P.K. Because when I read this thing, that blew my mind. It shows you how not just crafty, but the spirit of the white man is not right here. The spirit far from the Most High. Because you removing your breast nipples so you can go on social media and put up your breast for the world to see, and they can't tell you nothing about it. You understand? That is the corruption and the wickedness of the white man, right? And as a man having children, daughters coming up in this hell, these is the things you don't want your children exposed to, right? So you must come back to the UPK now to get our culture and our laws, right? Our way of doing things, all right? So that we can remain a separate people and a holy people, which in the Hebrew is Quadash. We need to be separate from this evil kingdom. All right? Go ahead, Officer Shah. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they find they ain't getting enough airplay. You understand? They want to get the biggest airplay, the LBGT, QYZ, whatever they are here, right? They want all the airplay. You understand? And when you look at the Christian church and the Muslim mosque, these are some of the platforms that homosexuals use to promote themselves. They're all up in the choir, spinning around, flicking back their hair, and it's men acting like women. So they having a platform to market this wickedness now, right? And Israel now in the ignorance, they're going for themselves and carrying the children to observe these wicked practices. You understand? And thank God for the I.S.U.P.K on that commanding General YAHANNA. We have a place of refuge, a place to separate yourself, all right, from this evil world. All right. Now, seeing now that there's no race on the planet, all right, besides Israel that has been built up right now under the I.S.U.P.K, that following the laws of the Most High, right? We're going to go now to Deuteronomy 28 and 15. All right. Let me see which race of people, right, falling under these curses. All right. Somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Nice and loud.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
right,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
Right. So it shall come to pass. If these so-called black people don't want to listen, read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. So if we don't want to observe these commandments, right, and do them, there's a list of curses that are going to come upon us, right, and take us. All right. Now, one of the things that happens to us, right, because we was reading about it, just read a part of the same thing that they talk about here just now. And this is in the Babylon and Timbuktu. No, go ahead. Let's read. Yeah. I want to read that part in the Babylon and Timbuktu, right? When we was among the Africans, how we wasn't consumed among the Africans, right? The same thing will apply today.
From Babylon to Timbuktu, page 19. The black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes.
Right, so we had an advantage over the African tribes. Now the same thing will apply today. For we to have an advantage among the heathen is the same principle here that is going to apply. That is why the Most High have laws, commandments, and statutes for us to follow. That will apply today. It's to protect us from something. All right, go ahead.
They carry their culture, history, laws, and written records with them.
Right. So we had with culture, with history, and with written records with us. Now, when we came under this final captivity here, under the so-called white man, that is what we lost. We lost with customs, we lost with laws, and what else?
History, laws, and written records with them.
Right. And we lost everything. All we had was the written records, but the problem is only through the I.S.U.P.K. we now understand that this Bible is our written records. All right? Go ahead, read on.
This assured them a constant precedent for the development of a higher social organization. Because of the stability of the black Jewish culture, the Jews will not absorb into the atrocious population.
Right, read that part again.
Because of the stability of the black Jewish culture, the Jews were not absorbed into the atrocious population.
Right. So because of the black Jewish culture, we were not absorbed. Right. And it's only in the I.S.U.P.K, it's only because of the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA, we not now absorbed among the heathen. Right. This is the only place that is holy to the so-called blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. That is in the I.S.U.P.K. This is the only place that is separate. All right, from all places there is. This is separate from the Muslim mosque. This is separate from the Christian church. This is separate from every fake Israelite group. All right, the I.S.U.P.K is holy. All right, read on.
In fact, the Jews absorbed some of the native tribe.
Right.
The Jews made use of every opportunity. They were an industrious and skillful people.
Right. No, this is what's supposed to take place with us. We are the ones that's supposed to absorb. We're supposed to be the ones above, not equal to. All right. Not like in the era of Martin Luther King. Right. We're marching for equal rights and justice. All right. The Most High already established our justice. He already established our what is our repatriation, right? Which is the captivity and the enslavement of the heathen. All right. So that is what we're looking forward to. We're not looking forward to join hand in hand with the East Indians, with the Africans, or with the so-called white man, or with any heathenic race on the planet. We don't want equal. We want above. All right. All right. You go hold up on that. All right. So somebody now give us DEUT.28 and verse 16.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
All right, take from the top again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. All right, so this is one of the curses also that are going to identify the nation of Israel. All right, and remember, when we read in Deuteronomy 28, this is talking about a nation. All right, so we can't hold that Christian mind thinking that, hey, things are right with me. Look at a nation, look at your bloodline, look at the people that you come from, and see if these things in the scriptures apply to them. All right, read it one more time again, Officer Yakar.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Right.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. All right. Somebody just give me what you believe it means. Cursed shall thou be in the city. Somebody can break down that a little bit. Tawara. Anybody can take a shot at it. Cursed shall thou be in the city. Go ahead, Officer Shah. Right. 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 Right, and Officer Shawn point, right? Because when you look at us, curse, we is in the city. When you look at the city, we own nothing in the city. All these big chain fast food outlets, right? Clothing stores and factories and so forth, right? We curse in the city because we ought to be the ones, right, that is in control of these things, but we're not in control of these things. So in the city, no, we are cursed in the city. When we're supposed to be above, no, we beneath. We're serving all the other nations, right? Begging for better wages and so forth, all right? When this shouldn't be. But we turn back on the Most High, and now the Most High now sent this judgment against us. All right, we're going to do things contrary to the structure and the order of the Most High, and this is what's going to make us fall below the heathen. All right, cursed shall we be in the city, All right, read on. What's reading?
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
Right.
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. All right. And now somebody give my example how we will be cursed in the field.
The people that city where they have plenty lands in terms of plants,
Right. Right.
When you look at today,
Mm-hmm.
if you want a few square foot,
Right.
that is plenty.
Right. I understand what you're saying. Right. Right.
So there's no sort of independence.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's what I'm free of.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And most of the set up the nation with where man to have an entire vineyard.
Right. Right.
And you can plant it and you can feed the nation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can do all of that.
That's right. That's right.
We don't own any lands per se.
Right. Right.
On the flip side of that,
Mm-hmm.
right? The white man today has taken those lands and enslaved us upon that said same land.
Right.
Right? And now we have to work in the field for him.
That's right. That's right.
So now we working on that poor condition,
Mm-hmm.
right? We working long hours,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we under new type of, or I should say, the white man's oppression.
Right. Right. Can. Give officer Mike Wahan. All right. Right. That was well said. Right. Go ahead, Officer Yakan. Right. Right.
Even today, the tribe of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
they have been persecuted. So
Right. Right.
in America today,
Mm-hmm.
even here in Trinidad, the tribe of I.S.U.P.K, you see where they are cursed, or just say they are cursed in terms of whatever we do.
Right.
For example, labor,
Mm-hmm.
where some persons will be getting $300-400
Right.
a day. The same labor that the tribe of I.S.U.P.K is doing,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting 150,
Right.
200, way
Right.
less.
Correct.
Same thing in the US.
Mm-hmm.
They are getting paid pennies
Right. Right.
for their labor in those fields.
Mm-hmm. And that is so correct. That is so correct. That is a valuable point, Officer Yakan bring on it also, right? Because when you look at it, we need field labor in, right? And with all this labor, as Officer Yakan brought out, we're not gaining anything from it. All right, we already in servitude, and now we're working basically for free. And if food prices go up, it's because they're going to cut our salary to compensate for that. They're not going to take that loss on themselves, right? So we working for little, food going to be little reasonable. And if we decide we're going to strike for more money, what are we going to do? They're going to raise food prices now that we're going to purchase. So they always going to be in pocket and never out of pocket, right? If you look right in the library area here also, right, in times past, that similar instances where the people at library went through that same thing, right? Billing platforms for years, right? That's about how much years? About 10 years a billing platform or more, and billing these platforms for years for almost no money. And I'm talking about professional welders, fabricators, fitters, riggers, and so forth. And they're working day in and day out, 2 shifts, day shift and night shift, for minimum salary. And as soon as they decide, hey, let me try and negotiate to get a better income so I can help sustain my family. After all this captivity we've been through, even to this day, the white man ain't easing up an inch. As the scripture say, he have a perpetual hatred against the so-called blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. Because as soon as they decide to negotiate for something, they decide, hey, all right, you don't want to work for this? Well, here we're going on. Go. And we go in bringing people, let's call them again expats from another country. Your same people to work now for less to do the same job. You understand? Even on from the political sphere things, is you go to the government to complain, waste our time. You understand? The only refuge right now is to gather ourselves together in the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. This is the only refuge. All right, this is the only place for us. All right, outside of the I.S.U.P.K, right, there's nothing that we can benefit. You understand? We have to move real wise right now. You understand? Gather what we can gather from among the heathen and build a nation. You understand? Display great brotherhood and sisterhood, right? To be able to survive. You know what I mean? Because it really tough on the outside, and it's only because of the brotherhood and sisterhood in the I.S.U.P.K that we could keep building and keep going forward, keep applying new strategies, keep pulling things together to make things work. All right. All right. So after that, joining hand in hand with Martin Luther King, right? That is it was put in this way was after the transatlantic slave trade. That was like the beginning and the end for the so-called black people. Because after we joined with them, we started to pick up their ways, we started to pick up their customs. We're not focusing on really getting things together for ourselves, for our own people. We're trying to build the heathen, you understand, and making the heathen more great, right? Because why? We turn away from the Most High, these curses start coming upon us, as scriptures say, in a way where it start to overtake us, right? Go ahead, Officer Yakad.
Again, what you bring out is really critical.
Right.
You know, any way we as a people begin to gather ourselves together and decide to have one mind.
Right.
The oppressor or oppressors, you know, see that as a threat.
Right.
You know, Black Wall Street is a great example. Any sign of us coming together,
right?
They see that perpetual hatred come out,
right?
And they openly attack or subtly come in and destroy our nation, whether it's drugs,
right?
Whether it's homosexuality,
that's right.
Whether it's the abortion clinics, whether it's alcohol, they come subtly with smooth words,
right?
Enticing. And you know, bring destruction to our people.
That's right, that's right, that's right. Give Officer Yakara, man. That's a real big point, everybody. You understand? Because the so-called white man mean by the hook or the crook, he had to get it. Somehow we had to tie we up. You know what I mean? You're trying to come together to do your own thing. You're trying to come and build among your own people. He always trying to find some way to infiltrate, some way to break the black man, to break the native Indian man. You understand? Look what we're going with the tribe of Asha, you understand, in Venezuela, right? Two white men fighting for power, fighting for oil, destabilize our whole country, and have these people now running here, there, and everywhere, seeking refuge, right? Trying to find some sense of hope, because where they're at right now is in an unlivable condition. You understand? And when they run to seek refuge, when they coming to meet again, they're still coming to meet oppression. They're still coming to meet the East Indians. You understand? That working them for next to nothing. You understand? And we in the I.S.U.P.K, even here in Trinidad, had to make it a responsibility to follow the line and the grounds of the priests and the prophets before us and help our people who in this destitute position right now. Help the Asherites, right? Feed them, clothe them, teach them the laws and customs, show them what the culture is all again, and join with them, right? As the scriptures say, the two sticks must join as one. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom must join again. This is where we mindset ought to be, all right? So somebody now give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32, right? So all these things that we listen out here is the different curses. These curses only pointing to one people, right, on the planet, that is so-called blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. This is not pointing to anybody else. This is not pointing to the East Indians. It's not pointing to the Chinese. None of them. They know their history. They know their culture. They have their way of life, and that way of life that they have, that is not for us. Our way of life is a holy way of life, a separate way of life. All right. Somebody give me verse 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy son and thy daughter,
right,
shall be given unto another people,
right,
and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Right? So somebody give me an idea when this will specifically happen, right? Because Israel's still going through these curses here as a nation, right? But have a period of time where this is this was a everyday thing. Thy sons, right, and thy daughters was given to another people, right? Not your people, another people. When did this take place? Go ahead, Chupa Barriat.
Through the transatlantic slavery,
Right.
the families were broken up,
Mm-hmm.
shipped to different parts of the world,
Right.
and different plantations,
Mm-hmm.
and sons and daughters, just as the prophecy said,
Right.
separated from us.
Right. And the scripture say, and the eyes feel for longing all the day long. All right. So we now see our children, our sons and our daughters being taken away, and we could do nothing about it. All right. So we now in a position where you have your children today, and you're not sure if they will grow up to be big men and women, and you can have the enjoyment at least having a children around you, seeing a children around you, and so forth. Right? Read on in the same scripture. Verse 32.
And thine eyes shall look and feel with longing for them all the day long.
Right.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there shall be what?
No might in thine hand.
And there shall be no might in thine hand. All right?
So
Go ahead, Officer Yakad.
It's so dread, brain crystallizing.
Right.
In the scriptures, really seeing how we have no might.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you look today, we see not just only through the prison system,
Right.
not just only through the legal system,
Mm-hmm.
where they basically criminalize our skin,
Mm-hmm.
criminalize us as a people.
Right.
Where everywhere we go, the law is specifically targeting our people.
Mm-hmm.
In all these different communities via through drugs.
Right.
They plant drugs in our neighborhoods, guns, gang violence,
Mm-hmm.
even the anti-gang act that they brought in Trinidad.
Right.
It really come against our people.
Mm-hmm.
Even I think the commissioner of police, when talking about crime,
Right.
so talk about possessors,
Mm-hmm.
possessors.
Right.
All this white collar crime, but these are nations
Mm-hmm.
committing. All people are not bringing in drugs.
Mm-hmm.
All people are just end users.
Right.
And not only that, when you look at when we raise our kids, we expect to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But when things like homosexuality take them away from us, from where they were before, our eyes long to get back that child
Right.
that we had.
That they had. That's right. That's right. That's a big point. You know what I mean? Because everything right now is targeted towards our people in a negative way. No race, right, is doing anything to help so-called black people. Go ahead, Trooper Barrier.
So one way I would argue that the ISIS are not learning for we are children.
Right.
Like what happened to the little girl up in Karnak.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't even finish in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, that she right in the streets.
Right. That is the one who get a stray bullet or some sort of say
And they try
to cover it up. The police and right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Bring it out there.
Example, touching on what we talking about the children today.
Mm-hmm.
The violence that will kill of black and children.
Right. Right.
They never find nothing on them.
Mm-hmm. And they murder them out. You know what I mean? And it had nobody to stand for these so-called, it have nobody to stand for these black men in these communities, right? As I talk about the sister, right? When she get murdered, it had nobody to stand for her, right? We have no might, no military might, no economic might. So we have nothing, right, to defend our people. So we just falling victim. You understand? We just the sheep, right? And we just being consumed by the prey. That is the situation Israel in right now because of these curses. All right. So we had to band together again, as always, band together in the I.S.U.P.K and rebuild this nation, right? With a different code, with a different form of laws, a different set of ethics, which is according to the scriptures, right? All right, because we have no military right now, right? The economic might, so everything we know we're looking to build again, right? We're coming from the bottom, and according to the prophecies in this Bible, we're going to rise right to the top, which is above, right? Because we ain't looking for equal. We try equal in the past many times. We see many men before us try equal, but equal for we equal the work. You understand? We looking for above or nothing. You understand? We following the instructions of we King Yahweh, which is all or nothing, which is above or nothing, above all races on the earth. All right. We're gonna go now to Salakia. Yeah, let me go down to verse 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Right.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
Right. So Moses is saying here now, this is also one of the curses that will take us, right? We shall serve, right, our enemies, right? Now it's stating here enemies, not enemy, but enemies. All right, which the most high power shall send against us. All right, and this here is where we went wrong, right? The most high power sent these heathenic nations to overtake us because of our disobedience. All right, and it's because of our disobedience that we was not able now to withstand the craftiness and the attacks at these enemies. All right, because when Israel in full bloom and in full order, all right, like when King Solomon was reigning, these things never happened to Israel. All right, we had all the nations on the earth under total subjection. All right, go ahead and read on.
In hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
Right, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. Read on.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. All right. So this is what we have to remember. Right. So in hunger, because right now we don't own the food factories. We don't determine the price of food. All right. So we're serving the other nations in hunger. We are the mercy of the heathen. All right. We're not busting no shot and dictating. All right. This portion of food here, this will go for 25 cents a barrel. We can't bust that shot among ourselves because we dependent on the nation for all things. Right. What else we depend on the nation for? We mentioned a little bit of the food. What else we depend on the nations for? Go ahead. For clothing, right? Because we don't own the textile factories. Now we might see some jigs having a little clothes store, probably just sewing some clothes and so forth. But when coming to the bigger scheme of things, right? The textile industry, the cotton fields, right? And whatever other things they're using for fabric, right? We have no control over that, right? The heathenic nations control all these things. So this is one of the curses, right? In nakedness, we don't want. In hunger, we don't want, because we know we do control food. All right? You want to mention something else again?
Right? And hunger and even in thirst, because when you look at the water industry,
right?
The water is supposed to be a free commodity.
That's right, like air. Yeah. That's right.
So we have no control of that.
That's right. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Yakan. Right.
Or the so-called white man,
right.
Where they monopolize the resources and the
right, the natural resources. That we add that word.
So you have to get permits.
Right.
You have the way they make it so difficult for you
right.
to produce your own stuff.
Right.
So for example, you being a farmer, okay, you have to plant seeds. They tell you that you have to plant certain seeds. You have to do this at a particular way.
Right.
So thereby they make it so expensive. I remember to show how diabolical these people are. There were some farmers in the US.
Right. Right.
And what they were doing, these black farmers, they would
sell them bad seed.
Exactly. And white farmers.
Go ahead.
And they would sell the black farmers bad seeds. And sell the white farmers good seeds.
Right.
So that when the black farmers plant, they go bankrupt. And then they come and take their diabolical.
That is it. So everything with the so-called white man and everything with the heathen, because the heathen have the same mindset as the so-called white man. Everything is craftiness. Even when Israel trying to do things to try to build themselves, they're trying to find some crafty way to keep it to the bottom. You understand? And this is by instinct. You understand? They hate us by instinct. You understand? They didn't even have a reason. You understand? But by instinct, they hate the so-called black man. They can't help themselves. As the scripture say that the wicked can't go and sleep unless they do some sort of wickedness. You understand? So we are no textile factories, no food factories, right? All the water systems, all like Wassa, all up in the ghetto, all in Sealots, all in library, right? We ain't getting the best set of water. When you hear you open that up and you taste that water, you want to know, well, what is the selling through that line? The line is sending the water through and all giving up. The water ain't even good for the line. The pipeline is coming through, and you have to consume that. Go ahead, Officer Yakad.
Yeah, so like I said, even the very hair on our head,
right,
we don't remove.
Right.
Because the Asians own the hair industry.
Right.
All the things that we seem to beautify ourselves in our own culture. We have to go to them.
Yeah, to get everything. Yeah, because it had some little things not too long on the internet talking about the same point that I just bring up, right? You know, some sisters try to open hair salons and so forth, and start making some headway. You know what I mean? And then it had this other thing that came up. No way they wanted the women doing hair home, and the government wanted to ban them from doing hair home. You understand? And making them want to come and pay like some sort of tax or something to be able to breed hair home. You understand? That is the highest class of wickedness. You understand? Israel not getting a chance to breed. These curses real. You understand? When they're trying to open like little beauty salons and so forth, as I mentioned in their Officer Yakad, they had to go to the Asians because the Asians and them had the hair will lock. You understand? They must go through them, you know? And there's a whole scheme and games. If you try to bring your head up, they will come collectively to fight against it to ensure that you're closed down. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Maikwa.
They come collectively
right.
To bring us down.
Right.
Just as we read in
That's right.
So now, because we are, as you're saying earlier, because we have nobody to stand us, right?
Right.
And a nation, now we expose,
right?
We become naked, right? To the other nation,
right?
So they're able to do whatever direction they want to swing us. They're able to lead us in that direction,
right?
Because now we expose, we have nobody to stand.
We open, nobody negates. That's right.
Until now,
That's right. That's right. You understand? That is a big point. Only under commanding General YAHANNA, we have some sort of safety. This is the only safety net that have on the planet for black people. If you look around right now, it have nothing else. The Muslim church can't help you. You understand? What's going on in China right now is Muslim versus Rasta. You understand? If them do some basic history, you understand? The black people going to realize that is madness. One side is Muslim, that is concerning the Arabs. Even in the Quran, I think it's Surah 122 telling you the preferred race is Israel in the Quran. But then we say, hey, we's Muslims. You understand? When you look at Rasta City, on the other hand, that is a heathenic custom. That whole Rasta thing come about from the East Indians, right? Invading for however long to grow dreads, to have themselves as priests. But that's a whole East Indian custom that they come across here with the Faith of Razak. Right before that time, we know nothing about that. And we now come and get consumed and absorbed by all these heathenic ways. You understand? And this is where we are to come away from. All right, go ahead.
The even when you look at it, they say just basic research.
Right.
Looking at basic research, Islam and Rastafarianism, there's barely any other kind of record of those cultures up until when the so-called indentured labor came into the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's correct, because
before that, we have no really written record or knowledge of Rastafarianism or Islam being in this hemisphere.
Yeah, because that wasn't here before. Remember, we come across here in the Caribbeans, North America, South America, and the Americas, right, as slaves, right? So we start now being mixed with these heathens and picking up heathenic customs and heathenic ways, right? That had nothing to do with us, right? So we know, instead of we keeping our laws and culture and so forth, the white man strip us of everything, and we now started to become absorbed into the customs and the ways of the heathen. You understand? All right. So, and if you look, right, this goes so deep. If you look now and you reason with people, and they might tell them, you know, well, these curses matching Israel and so forth, and if they ask them who's the father, right? Some of them trace back a little bit and they say, well, all right, my father might be a Benjamite, a Judite, a Asherite, and so forth. But this is the problem that's always come, and the scripture rightfully say, the ox knows his owner and the ass knows his master's crib. He said, but Israel do not know and they do not consider. So there are two things facing me. Either we know or we ain't considering. So either you're deep in Christianity and sleeping, and you ain't considering if I is a chosen at the Most High, if I is a seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So you ain't consider, or the next problem we're going to meet, you know. Because all these East Indians here can trace back all the grandparents, and they can tell you they come off the fatal Razak. All. It's only Israel. Time you go 2-3 generations down, we lost. You understand? So we either we know or we in consider. Just as how the prophecies fit. The ox know the owner, and the ass knows the master crib. But Israel, no, right? Or we in considering. You know what I mean? So we really had to come back to the Most High and come out from these curses. You know what I mean? Because that's how we in a bad condition. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Officer Michael. Right.
Because when you look at the school system today, right, all the books on slavery that the white man pushed in the school system,
right,
starting with slavery in 1690, and they have nothing else going further.
Nothing before that.
Right? So all the children growing up in the school system learning that I want to slave.
That's right.
And then the story is rolling from.
So you're always meeting this wall.
That's right.
You always can't go beyond a certain point in your history. You know what I mean? Right? Go ahead, Officer Shah. Right. 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 That's right. That's right. All the major conglomerates, right? We own nothing. Nothing. That's right. The most we's getting used as a face. We either sing or dance for them hidden. Yeah, by like Jordan is the face of our sneakers, but he ain't only sneakers factory. He's some rapper. He's the face of, right? But they making the bulk of money. So they might pay one Negro, you catching me, to keep things, because as the scripture says, we is the salt of the earth. Without we, ain't nothing for them. So they take one or two to market wherever they're doing and blow it in a big way, and we self-consuming it, right? Because these curses now will make me to understand, unify with your people, support Israelite business better than black business, support Israelite business. When your brother selling little things, if you find it up to top quality, support him until it turns top quality. You understand what I'm saying? Rather than complaining. That is the mindset we are to have. We are to be mindset to be as aggressive or more aggressive than the heathen, because that's the same thing heathens do. You selling your thing, just because you are so-called black man, they may buy that from you. You understand what I'm saying? Them are to be, as we say down here, water more than flour. For them to buy that from you, they're supporting the people hands down. They might have a bacchanal among themselves, but they're supporting one another hands down. You understand? When coming to business, when coming to economics, when coming to staying on top, you're catching me? They may playing that. When we keep them Negroes below, and we go sort of we business after. You understand? That is how vigilant them is in keeping things the way it is. Yeah, go ahead, I'm off Sayaka.
You know, bringing out that strong point.
Right.
You know, even culturally, we understand power, they understand wealth.
Right.
You know, when Satmaraj made that statement of if his daughter married an African man,
right, so-called African, right?
Right, we know who we are,
Israel.
That he will disown her.
Right.
Previously, before I didn't understand what he meant, but being under the I.S.U.P.K, under the manager, right, we understand what is nation building, and they know if they take what they have as a nation and give it to another nation, it is degrading or putting up their own nation.
That's right.
That is what he made us say.
That's right. He know they're going to lose.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? But I just always say this, that is one of the best statements he ever make. You understand what I'm saying? Because we know our law and our culture. You understand what I'm saying? We is to marry within our own people. So when he make that statement, that was one of the best statements he ever make. You catch me? Because the Indian woman, the East Indian woman was created for the East Indian man. The Chinese woman was created for the Chinese man. You understand what I'm saying? So we know it's for we to marry among our people. And we have 12 tribes to choose from. You understand? So all praises to the Most High, right, for setting this culture for us. So the heathens can keep what is concerning them. You understand? All right. Somebody read on from the want of all things. That verse 48, pick up from and in the want of all things.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger,
right,
and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron.
A yoke of what?
A yoke of iron.
A yoke of iron. Go ahead.
Upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Right. So this is another part of the prophecy, another part of the curses, right? That fitting us, he will put a yoke of iron, right, around our neck until we were destroyed, right? And I mean, any average person could recollect photos from slavery with the so-called black man and Hispanic man, Native Indian man with yokes of iron around the neck. How we shackled along on ships in the cotton field. Some of you trying to escape the captivity. The put we in chains, put we in shackles, had this big thing around the neck, so we can't maneuver to escape. You understand? Some might it's a clown way. You know what I mean? To show that how we under subjection to the rest of the multitude, to keep that fear instilled in all of we. That had this big yoke of iron around the neck. You understand? Now these things now is these things going to match the so-called black man any day. You understand? Ain't no two ways about that. Right? And he said they're going to do that until they destroy me. So when we know destroyed, we don't know the culture, we don't know the customs, we don't know who he is, critics, all these shackles off the neck. We walking around now. And we mind we free. As a free man. You understand? But when you're really free, you're free to be a heathen. You understand? That is where you're free to be. You're free to be a Gentile. You understand? Because anytime you try to walk as an Israelite, that is where you start to realize he is not a free man. When you decide to walk according to these laws, you realize he is not a free man, he is not a free woman. You understand? But as long as you're walking around as a Gentile, you're walking around as a heathen, you stand up for the national anthem, you're celebrating Christmas, eating pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp, you're fitting in this world just fine. You understand? You're fitting in this hell snug. And that is what creates the illusion that you're free. Once you walk in the ways of the Gentiles or the ways of the heathen. But to stand up as a man, to walk as somebody being in the I.S.U.P.K, then you're going to realize In Babylon, you ain't free. You understand what I'm saying? No, you have to fight to gain that freedom. You have to fight to come on top all the heathen, on top all the nations again. All right? Go ahead.
Something quick. You know, just the mere fact that we have, that they have to have chains and fetters on us.
Right.
Shows you that the spirit that we have before that time.
Right.
Before we were so-called broken. You understand? Showing that fire.
Right.
And that fear that they had for us, because even though we had chains, some of them they had to cut our fingers off.
Right.
Cut our toes off.
To set examples.
You understand?
Right.
For examples, and for us not to even escape.
Right.
Because sometimes even the chains and fetters could like hold us.
Right.
So that we refuse to work. Some of us rather die than work on your hands and the so-called.
Right. So you see that part where you just said it. Some of us rather die. That is the mindset that we ought to have, and the spirit we ought to have to bring Israel back again. Right? We ought to do this work even unto death. You understand? Not just chains. You know what I mean? Because some people get in chains now because they want to run away. You understand what I'm saying? Some are in chains back in that time because here what happened, right? I want to free more people. Them looking for them to escape. You understand what I'm showing you? They like them politicians and them right now. Them up in that high seat, trying to see what scam they can do for them to escape poverty. You understand? So a lot of these politicians, all these politicians, them don't have the ghetto in mind at all. Them not in that position to help the people in the ghetto. Them not there to help Library. Them not there to help Silux. Them not there to help John and all wherever the ghetto is, or even all in America. Them not there to help them. Them trying to escape for the self. Them not about nationhood. Them not about nation building. Them not about bringing back Israel. You understand? That is what you have to understand. This is the mind and the heart we have to have to do this unto death. We ain't looking for chains. You're looking to follow these laws all the way out, even if it costs your life. You understand? We want to end up like what I was trying to do this prophet and tell him, hey, fake eating this meat, so the people will feel they eating it. We ain't looking for no escape. You understand? We following the pathway of the elders of full integrity. We following Commanding General YAHANNA and all the generals. Men are in integrity. You understand? Men that believe this truth and live this truth. That is the same path and the same way we want to walk. You understand? All right. Read on verse 49.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee,
right,
from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flies.
Right. So the Lord brought this nation, the so-called white man, against us from another side of the earth, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle. Right. So it's like that blow at Israel, and Israel didn't even know what happened. They run from Jerusalem, run into West Africa. The native Africans rungs them up, right, with ships that the Arabs build, and boom, the white man come across. Big transaction. Start sell we for wine. You understand? Sell we for small money. Get rid of we. You catch me? From West Africa, and we are brought on this side of the world here now in the Americas, as swift as an eagle, trip upon trip. You understand? I think it's over 100 million Jews died in the journey from the transatlantic slave trade to come to the Americas. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Maikwa. Right. That's right. Over 30,000. So that was a long time. A constant human trafficking. You understand what I'm saying? And that is why these heathens will be punished. Because he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. You understand? He that killeth by the sword must die by the sword. Right? These are laws that the Most High set. So they take advantage of it. Be murdered and brought across here trip upon trip. And Officer Matquayak brought out that in the last class, the conditions and so forth we had to go through to come here to the Americas. All right. Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right? And this nation is a nation whose tongue, whose language we will not understand. All right? Because our original language was Hebrew. Right? And now we was conquered by another people, the conquistadors, the so-called white man. We started talking English, right, and Spanish. Right? So that we didn't know that language. We had to learn that language by force. We had to learn that language to survive when we were brought across here to the Americas. Right? The majority of the Northern Kingdom is who fall under the Spanish conquerors, right? And then that Judah, Benjamin, Levi, right? The majority of us now come under the English-speaking tongue. Go ahead, Officer Maikwa. That's right. French Creole, right? That's right. French Creole, as I normally call. All right. So go ahead, Officer Yakad.
Even as Officer Maikwa, spoke about French Creole.
Right.
So you know how crafty. And that's when something tree. And tree, all these scriptures are true.
Right.
Us as a people. Crafty comes to themselves.
That's right.
When you look at Haiti, and you all know the history of it, how the so-called rebel against the so-called white man, and even today, they have taken crafty counsel to ensure that Haiti never raises its head, never come as a people. The memory of Haiti is, and what they did have been stifled and decimated.
Right.
Just for daring to show some resistance against the so-called oppression.
That's right. That's right. You understand? That is so correct. You know what I mean? And doing that with every tribe in Israel. You understand? From Judah go right down. You understand? So the Judahites now, the scripture saying the hands will be in the neck of the enemies, and it's a constant battle and a constant fight. You know what I mean? For the Judahites, the majority of them across there's constant police brutality, police killings, women and men, children. Nobody escaping. You understand what I'm saying? Down here is the same thing, right? All these police officers and the police force now put on that whole vibe at the white man. It's murderers. You understand? No conscience. You understand? And that I think just not read on and they was just read on the next part of that scripture.
A nation
49.
From the top?
No, from a nation.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right, read on.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
And that is it right here. A nation of fierce countenance. You understand? And when the scripture says a nation of fierce countenance, what we just call down here a wicked man. You understand? A man who has no mercy in him. You understand what I'm saying? So this nation will have a fierce countenance. Them in care, them is beasts. You understand? When you sit down here, they're brutal. You understand? Read on.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
See, so that is the spirit that the white man carrying. No favor to the old, neither the young. So imagine men and women in their prime. They stand a chance. Because the old stand a chance, and the young stand a chance. You understand? Little children out in the cotton fields picking. You catching me? And the old ones work for you until you're dead. Just as it is today. Ain't no different. Nothing a change. You understand what I'm saying? The youths right now, level gunshot. You understand what I'm showing you? Level low, deplorable conditions. Right? Israel not getting a breeder, child labor, go right back. Israel facing it all. Right? Because that white man have no mercy in him. You understand? We only form a mercy to get is from the Most High. And always have to remember that. You understand that the so-called white man is a beast. Go ahead, Officer Yakad.
Even when you look at how the society is structured,
right?
Where's the so-called white man Lavanton?
Right.
Where's the so-called Syrian Lavanton?
Right.
Where's the so-called East Indian Lavanton? The only real ghetto is our people.
Right.
And all these other communities where these other nations are, they are rich.
That's right.
They are wealthy, they are well off. They come with the guise of the so-called suffering.
Right.
And what are they really suffering for?
Yeah.
For more money?
Yeah, them are no problem. Them are the full organizations, the thriving and living and surviving over the backs are the so-called blacks. You understand what I'm saying? And we people that's constantly going through this. The police right now, what the police down here right now, you understand? Killing, they finding all kind of creative ways to kill the so-called black man. Right now, the police officers here have on, it's like this. Right now, the so-called white man poured his spirit on all flesh. Everybody right now carrying the spirit of the white man. The only place that separate or holy is in the I.S.U.P.K. Everywhere else, all the ways of the white man, everybody run and put it on. Every heathenic nation take all. You understand what I'm saying? And we know how to draw with people out of that. We know how to draw with people out of that wickedness, draw with people out of that lawlessness, and bring them back now to follow the rules and the laws of the Most High. Right? One I wanted to say something. Yeah, go ahead. You're go ahead after Officer YAHANNA. Yeah, Officer Mike one. Right. TV, social media. Right. That's right. Go ahead, Officer YAHANNA. Right.
You know that whole issue of white supremacy, where it's pervaded so much on the earth that a Chinese is a white supremacist,
right?
A East Indian is a white supremacist.
That's right.
You know, a so-called Syrian Arab is a white supremacist.
All
that hatred that they learn
white supremacy.
The image that the white man projects of us.
That's right.
Even so much so when it was about police brutality. Even the ensure that we see our own police commissioner has gone to the US to one of the, I think in New York, former New York police commissioner, and has basically learned all the secrets of white supremacy,
all the craftiness. That's right.
And bringing here ensure that all the practices, even though the dress code, even though the badge,
everything, all the ways. I say so that spirit of the white man on all flesh. Everybody taking on that spirit of the white man, and we job in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA is to push black supremacy, right? We are to make black supremacy reign. When black supremacy reign, that is when these laws will reign. That is when we will come out of all these curses, right? Because black supremacy is now in charge under our King Yahweh, right? Under this instruction that he moves high power. Black supremacy is what we need right now to combat white supremacy. You understand? Now white supremacy is at the end. We job in the I.S.U.P.K. is to push out white supremacy and introduce black supremacy on the planet. Right? That is what we're all about. All right? Go ahead, Officer Shah.
Right?
That is it, that own. Yeah, that's how I say. Yeah, that's the way we see it locally. Because like the scriptures rightfully say, as iron rusted, so is the wickedness of the wicked. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not going to deceive ourselves after we've been told by real priests and prophets that they have a good white man or a good East Indian man or whatever the case, or a good Chinese. We understand through these scriptures the nature of the Eden. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Trooper Barriat.
So I also to add something. Yesterday I was watching a news story.
Right.
A East Indian family was complaining, saying, you know, we have a family who like for the people coming in house and the killing in house.
Right.
And things like that. He has basically taken so much of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they don't even want to survive.
That's right. That well said. Well said. Gay officer, I mean, Trooper Barriat. You understand? That's a big point he make. Them riding the back of Israel so long, they can't survive on their own. You understand what I'm saying? And that's showing now, as he brought out the true weakness. You understand what I'm saying? It's only because of the deception of the white man that they haven't strength right now through us. You understand? Right? And that whole thing had to change, right? Somebody give me Deuteronomy 28 and 64. We try to run off the rest of this here.
Deuteronomy 28
Right? Give it nice and loud.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Right? So the scriptures let me know here we scattered. We scattered all over. You understand? From all among all the Americas, all countries, all over the place. We scattered. Right? It even happened from since in King Solomon time, where we was where the kingdom split. Right? When James write the letter, James 1 and 1, right? He addressed that letter to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Right? That is one of the precepts I'm going to show that this Bible is concerning the so-called black man. Right? This written to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. Go ahead, Officer Shah.
And yet thou shalt serve other gods, which thou know neither father nor mother.
Right? So we're going to serve other gods where we scattered, where we fathers have known. Right? So now we start amongst some strange gods because we scattered now. Now we being influenced by the ways, the customs, and the heathen. All right. Now, when I look at it as Officer Shah reading other gods, right? Read on, Salakia.
Even wood and stone.
Right? Even wood and stone. So these are two analogies to show two of the major religions that consume the so-called blacks, Native Indian, and Hispanics. Even wood and stone. Right? We're talking about Christianity, right? And we're talking about Islam. That will be majority of the people in. You know what I mean? And these Christians are them so crafty, right? When the scriptures tell we even wood, that representing the Christian philosophy or the Christian doctrine, right? At the cross, that wood symbol. They're so crafty now. A lot of these churches, they're already using the cross now. What are they using now? They're using our wood Christ. So now they're making a Christ out of wood. They're carving a wood Christ and it's fitting the prophecy most not. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter how the bricks, you catch them, this wood at the Most High still remaining true. So they're moving on now with our wood Jesus, because I see like the fed up with Christos, that would the northern tribes is called this fake Christ, right? Caesar Borgia, Christos. Like the fed up with Christos falling down and breaking. Because when I'm watching a lot of videos on social media, they're always toting Christos on some wherever they toting them only, like as a pharaoh, and Christos always falling off, falling the ground and breaking. So the fed up make Christos out of enamel or concrete or wherever they're making Christos from. So now they make Christos out of wood. So when Christos fall, Christos bouncing and they're picking up Christos and put back Christos on top of his seat. You understand? The scriptures rightfully say we're going to serve wood, even stone. We're talking about the Kaaba stone. So we're walking around the stone, saying we is Muslim, and in the same Quran telling you, the preferred race is Israel in the Quran, Surah 122. So and it have many other scriptures in the Quran, right? Which is 500 years after Christ, by the way. Go ahead, Officer Shah. Right. 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 Your foolishness. Christianity is foolishness. I watching the other day. Them have a Catholic priest walking through as what I say, thank the Most High for Christ and commanding General YAHANNA, because what Christianity is a real drug. Them have a Catholic priest walking down an alley, members on the two sides in the church, and he have a spray can where they spray weeds with, full of so-called holy water, and he pumping the spray can and spraying the congregation with a can where they spray weeds with, and all this cold water with the congregation and the sit down there swinging and kill them dead, them serving God. Christianity is real madness. You understand what I'm saying? Christianity is a solid drug. You might stand a better chance with a different drug. But Christianity is a real poison. And the so-called black man, Native Indian man, Hispanic man had to run out, not come out, run out of them churches. You understand what I'm saying? And run into the I.S.U.P.K. Sit down, hush your mouth, and learn. Go ahead, Chupa Barrier. You want to say something?
Basically, we're saying it's true, you know. Christianity is a drug. A lot of people on them. The same truth.
Right.
that the I.S.U.P.K bringing out, but a lot of them is like a social event. And
right.
On
something casual.
Yeah, casual. Going to dress, going to, because there's a certain group of people, but not really studying that the broad road,
right?
And not on the narrow road,
right?
You understand? Which is the I.S.U.P.K.
General YAHANNA, you understand? That is correct. That is so correct. Yeah. Go ahead, Officer Yakad. Yeah.
What was really highlighted is that he said you'll serve one God.
Right.
That neither we nor our fathers have known.
Right.
Right? And what is funny, Israel in times past have been accustomed to different activities.
Right.
Serving wood and stone God. So even in this prophecy, it will show you how different this type of wood and stone, which really showing how strong Christianity would.
That's right.
Be and
right.
how strong Islam would.
That's right.
Because serving wood and stone was not straight in times past. You know, when they went off. In this captivity, it will be different.
That's right. You understand? So these curses here, you not just say that these curses here are going to show that the so-called black man is the real Jew. You understand? We are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? Not the so-called white man. You understand? Not the Arabs. You understand? Not Ishmael, right? We is the chosen people of the Most High, right? Because when I look at the scriptures, right, even when I look at with the so-called white man, they tell you in Genesis that by the sword he going to live, right? That is a prophecy that going to match the so-called white man to make it to know who the white man is. He going to live by the sword. He only way of surviving is by murder, is by destruction, is by deception. You understand? It's by killing. You understand? Raping nations and countries and continents. You understand? That is his way. That is his nature. You understand? He is going to live by that sword. You understand what I'm saying? By the fighter jet, by the atomic bomb. You understand? And feed off our nations. Right? He shall live by the sword, not by creativity, not by skill, not by ability. Go ahead, Officer Yakad. That's right. You understand? The most subtle beast of the field, right? Right? But we hope, right? The so-called black man, native Indian man, woman, and child, right, is in the I.S.U.P.K. Right? That is our hope, right? That is our way of removing ourselves from the curses, right, and walking now on that true path of serving the Most High, right? We're going to go on. We're going to get one more scripture, right? What we're going to go to is John chapter 3, right? Because this is a famous chapter that the Christians like, but all the Christians them know in John chapter 3 is John chapter 3 and 16. They may know nothing else. No, they didn't even know that. Salakia. Am I correct myself? They don't understand that, but they know John 3:16. Everybody can remember that. Muslims can remember that. People in every religion can remember John 3:16. You understand? Since 1969, when the truth started coming out, everybody can remember John 3:16.
John chapter 3 and verse 16.
Right.
For God so loved the world.
No, Salakia, sorry, John 3 and 5.
Book of John chapter 3 and verse 5. Jesus answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God.
All right. So I in times past, hearing all these Christian dogmas and them Christian breakdown, they love to quote the scriptures like this too now. You understand? A man must be born of the water and of the Spirit. And everybody, I don't know, catching a fit or something they're doing and having a time. All right. But when you look at this passage of scripture, and if you understand, as I always say, right, this Bible is a nation conversation, and the nation that having this conversation in the Bible here is who? The nation of Israel. Right? This is not a world conversation. This is a nation conversation. This Bible only talking about one nation of people and one race of people. The so-called blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. And we can't say that enough. This Bible belongs to you. These customs and laws belongs to you. All right, read John 3 and 5 again.
Book of John chapter 3 and verse 5. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit,
right,
he cannot enter into the kingdom of God.
Right. So except a man be born of the water and of the Spirit, all right, he cannot enter the kingdom of God. All right. So we're just going to touch on this, right, based on with the curses, right? So except a man be born of the water, right? If you look at one of the precepts, that is in Ephesians 5 and 26, right? It have other precepts talking about the washing of the water by the word, right? This word is what ought to wash you, right? To make it clean. So you receiving these words here, if something is going to happen, you're going to be washed. And that washing now is to remove. There are things that now you're going to put away. You're no longer going to be breaking these laws, commandments, and statutes, because now you're being cleansed. You're going to stop eating pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. You're going to start celebrating the high holidays, right? So you're going to get into the I.S.U.P.K, start following Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Hanukkah, the Day of Atonement, right? We start following the moral laws, right? The civil laws. We start practicing, we start putting off all these things we're not supposed to be practicing, right? So that is washing out the water. All right, read on. Okay, read from the top again, Salakia.
Jesus answered, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit.
And of the Spirit. So now you're being born of the water, you've been cleansed, you're putting away the things you used to be doing, smoking weed, as I mentioned before, eating pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. And now also now you're going to be born of the Spirit. Now you're going to put on the vibe of the Most High. You're going to get in the I.S.U.P.K to learn this, because this is the part that's important. Some people are going to tell you, well, I stopped do this and I stopped do that. So that they're trying to put away certain things. But to put on, to be born of the Spirit, you must come into the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA to put on the Spirit of the Most High. You understand? You get your braids up, lace your boots up, start following the feast days, start practicing true brotherhood, right? And that is synonymous to sisterhood, right? And start gathering yourself together, start building the nation back to where it ought to be, right? Again, above all nations on the earth, all right? This is what we ought to be about, building this nation, right? Following these laws, commandments, and statutes as Moses had commanded us. We need to return to this again, all right? And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shah. All right, let me clap it up. I'm gonna come and clean this way.
When a new brother or sister comes to they are complement for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share. They are here to shed themselves of the will. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he must speak he must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. Means 10 in Hebrew, and it's pronounced as Matrana. 10% of every penny, of every increase that the Lord gives you to treasury department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, non-mandatory, whatever amount you will like to give. Upcoming holy convocation, September 28, 2019. Memorial growing of trumpets. Reminder programs that are to check on social media such as I.S.U.P.K from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so forth. I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then we shall start wearing all black, which includes black boots, light shirts, light pants, light headbands, or scarf. Imagine when I say stand and please, when I say our prayer in Hebrew, Amanawa, Shabashamayo, Wadash, Aya, Kamka, Yahweh, Abraham, Aisha, Matarataza, Kaya, Mashamayo, Natan, Lanawa, Lakon, Yawam, Masalakanoa, Masalakinoa, Mayan, right, Kaya, Laka, Malakwan, Wataparat, Lahai, Lalamium, Aman.
We said in English, our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In the earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Men of Israel, let's get into John 1:37. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Bara.
Yahweh Shabbat. Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh